Come in. Good evening, Hunter. Please, do come in. Welcome, my dear. I trust you're well. That's good to hear. Me? Oh, I'm quite well. Yes, I am indeed quite well. Thank you for asking. For someone who can fight so brutally, I must say you have wonderful manners. I take it you received my letter? I thought so. I see you heeded my instruction to, wear something nice. You look absolutely ravishing, my dear. Let me just admire this view for a moment. Hold still. Let me have a good look at you. Yes. It suits you very well, my dear. The way the fabric hugs you close, showing off every line and curve. It's a refreshing change indeed, from those baggy hunter rags you usually wear. Why on earth would you keep such a lovely figure hidden like that, my dear? It ought to be a crime to conceal such beauty. Though you do realize concealing it might make the viewer want it all the more. Don't you think so? Nothing is more powerful than the allure of the forbidden, hiding that beautiful body under all of that fabric. You're practically daring for the curtain to be pulled away, to see what lies beyond. Those terms I mentioned? In good time, my dear Hunter. There's no need to rush business. After all, we have all night. We have plenty of moonlight to burn. First things first. Have a seat. Won't you have a drink? Dear me, you'd refuse your hostess so readily. You wound me, Hunter. Choose, or else. Now, please, go on. I insist. What will you have? What will you have, my dear? Fine choice indeed. There you are, my dear. May I propose a toast to? Oh, I think you know what's in my glass, dear. Would it make you feel any better if we just pretend it's red wine? If we just pretend it's just some red wine? It certainly has the same pleasant burn going down my throat. I saw that shudder. And do I repulse you, my dear? Do I make your insides curl with dread? Does the sight of me drinking send shivers dancing across that tender flesh? As you imagine where the blood came from in the first place? You don't need to worry about such trivial things. If everything goes according to plan tonight, this glass may be the last one I drink. The last one I will ever have to take from an unwilling donor. Now, where were we? To you, my brave Hunter, and to a fruitful meeting. May we both be satisfied in the end. I'm very glad you came, my dear. I do admit I was a bit surprised. You've never been one to capitulate so easily. I was afraid for a moment that you would let your stubbornness prevail after all. You humans would rather die than submit to someone like me. However, we both know your guilt, or what remains of it. They can't hold out against my forces for long. How fortunate for them that you decided to listen to reason. One moment, my dear. What is that around your neck? That gold chain you have. I'm assuming there's something at the bottom of it. Though it's hidden under the fabric at your chest. May I see it? Good to know. A crucifix would have been terribly rude, considering I requested you come here unarmed. However, now, you have just piqued my curiosity even further. Won't you show me? It's a locket, I see. How quaint. The gold work is masterful, I do admit. I'd be the first to admit it, after all. How I do envy it, being allowed to rest against that warm, soft skin. Would you allow me to see what's inside of it? Inside of your locket, of course. It's private. Is it now? My apologies, then. However, I do apologize that I must insist. Once you show me, then perhaps we can finally get down to business to get why you're actually here. My poor hunter. Having some trouble, are we? The last time we met, your hands were as steady as a rock. They were so steady around that silver knife. Yet now, they're trembling like a leaf. Here, allow me to help you. I apologize, my dear, I really do. I know my hands are rather cold. Now who could that be? I see. Within the locket around your neck. Clearly someone precious to you. I thought so. How very sweet that you carry their picture with you, right over your heart. It's not often you come across a sentimental hunter. I thought, well, you were supposed to abandon such affection when you took up the knife. I see. Don't tell me. Let me guess. They met their hands at the end of a vampire. That's what spurred you onto your path, didn't it? How did I know? It's hardly a unique story, my dear. Still, it's a noble pursuit. You protect others after you fail to protect your beloved. Now you're here tonight, all in the hopes that somehow you'll be able to protect your fellow guildmates. Such a tender darling you are. Not that I mind. After all, the more tender how shall I put this? The more tender that my darling is, the finer the taste when I sink my fangs in. Fear not, my dear. There may just be a way to save them. That's right. I'm proposing a little deal between us. For my part, I'm offering amnesty to your guilt. If you agree to my terms, then I will command my forces to retreat. Your friends will be spared, assuming, of course, that they don't intend to come after us again. Oh, I'm glad you asked. You see, my dear, that's where you come in. Yes, you. A vampire's life is a dreadfully lonely one, after all, don't you think? I grow weary of these long nights alone, with only my own thoughts for comfort. If only I had something else, or, perhaps someone to join me. Something, or rather someone to play with. Yes, in return for sparing your guild, you will be mine. Oh, no, not merely a thrall, my darling. True, I will need a source of sustenance, but your blood is just one of your lovely qualities. I mean, look at you, those tender lips, and that beautiful body. Yes, you will be absolutely magnificent. Oh, yes, I'm sure. I am very sure. I think I can put you to a lot of good uses. Finally, the kitten shows its claws. I was wondering when your daggers would come out. Are you going to kill me, darling? Go on, then. Give it a try. Give it your best shot. Perhaps this time will be different. Perhaps this time, somehow your strike will finally hit home. How does the saying go again? The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, and expecting different results. You're welcome to try, my dear, but you will fail. Should you fail, I wonder what the consequences will be for you. I can only imagine. I can really only imagine that they would be terrible, both for you and your guild. The choice is yours, darling. However, if you refuse, how much longer can you hold out against me? Don't think I will show you any mercy. No, on the contrary, you will have to watch your guild perish, one by one. You'll see the light leave their eyes, their faces stricken with fear, as I drain them dry. And then I will simply just take you for myself, and you will have to live with the burden of their deaths on your conscience, that you failed to save them when you had the chance, when you had the choice to save them. None of that dreadful stuff. None of it has to happen. Give yourself to me willingly, and I swear on my sire, that I won't, and none of my forces will harm any of them. Not so long as they live. Submit to me, and you won't have to lose anyone else. Do you doubt me, darling? I'd expect nothing less from you. Still, if there's even a chance that I'm telling the truth, surely that's better than a certain death that awaits them. Otherwise, wouldn't you say? Besides, do you really think I wouldn't take care of a prize like yourself? A hunter as accomplished as you, with beauty. Beauty like the face of the moon. Far from... Well, I'll be sure to keep you in good condition, so that you may shine like the jewel you are. Not to say that I won't have a great deal of fun with you, but I like to make sure my toys last, particularly ones as lovely as you are. Look at you, wide-eyed, trembling, helpless, like a fawn before a wolf. You have my terms, darling. What do you say? Choose quickly. Despite living hundreds of years, I am not a patient woman. Either way you shall live, but only one choice will allow your guilds to do the same. Well, my dear. Excellent. And that's just what I was hoping to hear. Very well. All that remains is to seal the bargain. You'll see in just a moment. But first, put down your daggers. I can't have my pet playing with sharp objects that might hurt you. We'd hate to spill your blood so soon, wouldn't we? Good. Come here. Something you'll soon learn about me, darling. I don't ask twice. Come here. Now. Much better. Now kneel. That's right, my brave hunter. On your knees. Very good. Don't you worry. You'll become familiar with this position in due time. That fear racing through your veins. No matter how hard you try to mask it, I can smell it on you. As clear as a moonless night I smell it. Now bare your neck for me, my pet. That's a good hunter. You're doing so well already. Now just look at that lovely throat. Such soft skin. So smooth and supple to the touch. Don't worry, darling. I promise. I'll be gentle. At least this first time. Oh, my darling, you taste delicious, just as sweet as I hoped. You have no idea how much I've longed for this moment. Was that a whimper I heard? Oh, yes. I forgot to warn you. There might be a slight sting from my fangs in your throat. You may think you despise me, but trust me, my dear. There's a fine line between pain and pleasure. Before long, I promise you, you'll be begging for my touch. Just one more bite. There. Such a good hunter for me. Oh, are those tears rolling down that sweet face? Oh, my poor darling pet. I know. The first feeding is always the hardest. It's all right, my dear. It's all over now. At least for now, that is. Would you like to rest? I believe you meant, yes, mistress. Try again. Much better. Oh, my dear, how could I refuse those pleading eyes? Come then, lean back against my chair. Rest your hair on my legs. Let's rest your head on my legs. That's it. Shh. There, darling. It's all right. You made the right choice. Like I said, I'll take very good care of you. Now get some rest. You'll need your strength for what I've planned for us. Yes. Sleep well, my former hunter. My precious, darling pet. Sleep well.